think this goes with the aesthetic. I'm gonna keep these on. No, I can't keep these on because I can't even hear myself. Anyway, so hi guys, in this video I'll be trying to convince you why you should read The Art of War. So let's get right into it. So The Art of War is basically a book that, of course it's a book. So The Art of War is a book that looks at different military strategies on how to conquer and to actually be victorious in the war field, the battlefield. to be victorious in the battlefield. So of course we are not trying to start wars, please. We're just simply trying to maximize on our ability to succeed as entrepreneurs who are freshly entering the market. Obviously there are big shocks in the market, so you might be little Nemo trying to be found by consumers. So please listen up. So The Art of War speaks on needing to know your competition, needing to know your enemy. So in this sense, that is why it is important as entrepreneurs and as business people trying to enter the market that we do competition-based research. This is imperative, it is important. Sure, sometimes in life we are told not to look at our neighbors to try and see what they're doing or else we'll be scared. But then if you don't do that, then you might not know what you're going up against. Actually, you will not know what you're going up against. The Art of War also speaks to having to know the strengths and the abilities of your competitors, of your enemy. This will ensure that you are able to strategize and use any loopholes that your competitors might have. You need to make sure that you study the market that you're going into. This is somehow mentioned in The Art of War, where they speak of the environment that you're going to be fighting in. So you need to analyze the market that you're going to enter. You need to analyze which strategies would work in this market and which will not, and which ones you will be able to use to your advantage. If you're unable to do this, there's a high chance of you failing. There's a high chance of you just wasting a lot of money and resources, because honestly you'll be kicked out of the market before you even started. Another thing that I took from The Art of War to incorporate into my businesses is the art of deception. Yes, it's bad, but there are sharks in the market. You have to be a sharkly too, okay? If you're not a shark, you're a fishy. And if you're a fishy, they will eat you alive. So you don't want to be any of that. You'd rather be a blue whale. They'll only eat you when you're dead. So try not to be dead. Yes. So, The Art of War stated that in every warfare, there's deception. Your enemy thinks that you are far when you're actually near. Your competitor thinks that you don't have enough resources to push the marketing for your new product, when in actual fact, you have it. And you're doing it at the moment, but they think you're not. In business, do not reveal where you actually are. If you want to reveal where you actually are, fine. That means that you have the capability and the resources to still maneuver the attacks of your competitor. If you don't have that, if you're still new in the market, make sure that you do not reveal everything that you are doing. Make sure that you keep everything that you hold sacred to you, like your market share gap, how many people you are catering to, maybe how many people, how many products are going out per day. Like, just keep that to yourself. The enemy will think that you're weak, the competitor will think that you're weak, and they'll grow arrogant. Before they know it, you would have taken the spotlight. It's a slow win game. There's no rushing in business. Make sure that you take your time. Make sure that you assess the situation. Make sure that you don't use all of your resources all at once, because there's a time for everything. You don't want to be launching all of your products all at the same time with no product quantity management and all of that. So then there's no creation of scarcity, there's nothing like that. Make sure you don't do that. Stay ahead of the game. Remember, right now you're a little sharky, you're a little fishy. You need to grow. You need to like spur in the moment. Be sure to be that little fish that flies right beside the shark. It doesn't get eaten by the shark. In fact, it eats with the shark. So be that fishy. And don't be the fish that gets bitten. Another thing that The Art of War by Sun Tzu mentioned was loyalty and trust and respect within the brand or within the company that you have. So you need to make sure that the people that you hire, the people that you employ to be a part of your brand, to be a part of your brand vision, they know what your brand is all about. They can't exactly love it as much as you do, because at the end of the day, your brand is your baby. Your brand is who you love. So they won't love it as much as you do, but it is up to you as the entrepreneur, as the business person, to sell that to your future employees so that they also embody that love, embody that passion for your brand that you have. Because 90% of the time they will show up to work wanting to improve your brand. They will show up to work wanting to fight for your brand image. They will show up to work wanting to improve your brand. So you don't want employees, you want business partners. But they still your employees, but they act like your business partners. That's what you want. So make sure that you instill loyalty to your employees or whoever's going to be working with you. Treat them with humanity. Treat them with kindness. Treat them like they are actual human beings, because they are, even though they're working for you. But also make sure that immediately when they get into your workspace, into your working environment, into your brand, that they know that you are the lawmaker, that you are the law enforcer, that when you speak, they will listen. Because if you don't establish that discipline with your employees, and you just all kind, round and sweet and whatever, disrespect will come in, they won't take you seriously, and it will just be a disaster. So you do not want any of that. You want to make sure that your employees enjoy the benefits of being human beings and having a job, but they also understand that they have to work. Yes, that's what The Art of War actually said. So yeah, if you want more tips, please do feel free to read The Art of War. I'll link it down in the description box down below. The one that I read, I'm not sure if it's the right one. Either way, I read An Art of War, so if it's not the right one, then if it's the right one, then yeah, it's the right one. I read the audiobook. The audiobook was read to me. So if you guys also want to listen to the audiobook, the man who actually speaks really nice. So for me, he speaks really nice. So if you guys want to read that, please be sure to read it, reread it, and reread it, because you can never not read it enough. You need to be reminded of certain strategies. You need to be reminded of certain things that you have to do within your business as an entrepreneur. Please don't go off and start wars. That's not okay. That's not okay. Until next time, thank you guys very much for watching, because I literally just finished reading this book and there were so many things going through my mind for my own business. I just wanted to share it with you guys. For anybody who wants to be starting a business this year, or who wants to just learn. I'm starting a little series on investment business book reading. So I'll be reading more investment books and deriving what I think is more valuable from the books for myself. So yeah, I'll be sharing that with you guys. The next book that I'll be reading is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So be sure that you're around for when that video comes out, because that book will take me like 7 hours to finish reading. It's coming pretty soon. So make sure to be subscribed before that happens, and like this video. Comment down below if you've read The Art of War before, what you took from it, and how that has helped you, or maybe how that didn't help you, because sometimes books don't help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you all. Bye.